So, I'm pretty confident that everyone here knows about what Christmas is and the hassles of getting back home for the holidays after a long semester and long exams and stressful times and lack of sleep and coffee, 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 coffee. But I had an interesting trip one year with the Greyhound buses from Prince George here. So, here's a little background information about where I start my journey and where I end my journey. So I started here in Prince George at the bus depot down by London Drugs. And I'm traveling to Alberta to Red Deer. So it's about a 14-hour bus drive. Okay? I don't mind long drives, so that's not bothering me. I'm not caring about the bus. Like, I'm just ready to get home. So the bus leaves at midnight. And so we get there, me and my grandma, we were traveling together. We get there an hour, so at 11 o'clock. And we get in the line to check to get the tags put on our bags so that they know where they're going. Because if they don't have the tags on, they just go back to their previous location. Which is really important to what happened to me. And so, get the tag on, and then drag the suitcase over to where we stand in line to get on the bus then. So we're waiting and waiting and waiting. The bus is running a little bit behind. Okay, that's fine, whatever. It gets here when it gets here. There's no reason to rush it and everything like that. But, so we're just waiting and stuff like that. And the bus finally gets in. So we wait until the people to get off the bus. Bus clears out. They unload the luggage. Everything's fine. Like, it's good. It's whatever. So we finally are able to get onto the bus. And I put my suitcase beside the compartment of where all the other bags were. And the bus driver said he'd load them all up. So I get on the bus, get myself kind of stretched out and comfortable because I'm planning on sleeping because we're driving first from Prince George to Valmont. And a few minutes goes by, the bus driver gets on the bus. We have a few more minutes until we leave. And then we're off. Everything's fine. So we drive from Prince George to Valmont. And in Valmont, we transfer buses. So we transfer buses. They told us they transfer our luggage, that everything would be okay. So me and my grandma, we got on the bus and we headed from Valmont to Edmonton. There's a few stops along the way between Valmont and Edmonton. People need to get off in small little towns that are along the way, and other packages need to get dropped off and that kind of stuff. So it added a bit of more time, but it is a 14-hour journey for a reason because of how many stops we do. So I'm just listening to my music, watching the scenery fly by. Like, everything's fine. Like, every hour gets me closer to the family. So it was all good. So the bus stops finally in Edmonton. And me and my grandma get off, and there's an A&W at the bus depot. So we decide to go get lunch. And they said they would transfer our bags, no problem. So we, off of the bus we get out, we kind of situate ourselves, and we go over to the A&W, we order, we sit down, we have some lunch. We had about an hour wait, and so we're just kind of relaxing and sitting around and stuff like that. And then we hear our bus get called. So then we get in the lineup so then we can get on the bus and get our seats and stuff like that. So we're waiting, and then it's like, yeah, you get loaded. So we get loaded on. We get our seats. Everything is okay. So it's about an hour and a half, 2 hours from Edmonton to Red Deer. So of course I'm like, Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, I'm almost home, I'm almost home, I'm almost home. Yes, 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 I'm almost done. So then we drive into Red Deer. And so everyone gets off in Red Deer that needs to get off, and he starts to unload the bags that are supposed to get off in Red Deer, and unloading the packages and stuff like that has to get off in Red Deer. And I'm watching, and oh, that's that person's bag. Oh, that's that person's bag. Oh, there's my grandma's bag. But then he stops unloading bags. My bag hasn't came off the bus yet. So I go up to him and I go, is that all the buses? Is that all the bags that are supposed to come off the bus? Yep, they were all in this one compartment. Well, my bag didn't come off the bus. Well, let's look in the other compartments then. So he opens up all the compartments. My bag isn't in any one of them. So he's like, did you load it? And I was like, no, I was on another bus and they said they would transfer it. You should always transfer your own bag. Well, okay then. So my mom's there, so me and her, we go inside and we're like, hey, my bag didn't come in. Like, do you know where it is? Is there some way you can find out? Like, yada, yada, yada. Oh, usually if they don't get on this bus, it could be that it was too full, so it'll just be on the next bus that's in. Oh, okay then. So she had us leave our phone numbers with her, and when the bag came in, she was going to call us. So we drive 45 minutes back to home, and we're sitting there. A couple hours have passed. The bus was supposed to come in like 2 hours after we got in. No phone call. So my mom calls them. Bag come in? No, nothing yet. Nothing yet. It might come in on the next one. It's just a waiting game. Oh, okay. So we're waiting. Nothing for the rest of the night. We don't hear nothing. So then we call the next day. No bag, nothing. I'll call you when it comes in. Okay. So we wait all day. We call again. Nope, nothing. Third day comes. The bag still isn't in. So my mom goes, you guys better start calling around to the other bus depots because this is getting ridiculous. It's been 3 days. So they start to call Calgary. They start to call Red Deer. They call Valemount. They call Prince George. Nobody has seen this bag, but they're all keeping their eyes out for this bag. Well, Christmas comes. There's no bag. Well, this bag had Christmas presents in it from everyone here in Prince George to go back home with me. So now I'm freaking out because it's like I've lost everybody's presents. I've lost, like, all my clothes are gone. Like, everything is just, it's just gone. Like, I don't know what to do or what to think, or, like, did someone steal this bag? Like, where is this bag? I don't know. As far as I'm concerned, it got put on the bus in Prince George, and it got put on the bus in Valemount, and it was supposed to get put on the bus on Edmonton, but it didn't get on the bus in Edmonton, or in Valemount, or maybe it didn't even get on the bus in Prince George. How do I know? So, Christmas comes, Boxing Day comes, it's time to get back on the bus to come back to Prince George, so to do the second semester again, right? Back into the rat race. So we get on the bus in Red Deer. We go from Red Deer to Edmonton to Valemount, Valemount to Prince George. Each stop, we're looking in the lost and found, asking, do you see a red bag? Is there a red suitcase back there? Anything? Nope. Okay. So we get into Prince George. We get into Prince George at about 7 o'clock in the morning. And I don't even think we took 2 steps away from the bus. And sitting there on this shelf, the only bag is my bag. Completely untouched. Here, the tag had broken off in Valemount, or maybe it broke off in Prince George. I don't even know. But because there was no tag, it returns to the last place that it came from, which was Prince George. So for 2.5 weeks, my bag has been sitting in Prince George, where we've called multiple times, multiple days, and on all times we have been informed that it was not in Prince George. So it was an interesting Christmas that year. Luckily, my bag didn't get lost this year because I probably would have broken down and cried. But yeah, it just shows you can't be too careful when you're traveling. So that's my story.